Online now, I've got a gentleman who was actually the recipient of the prestigious CMA Award for International Promoter of the Year in 1995 in Nashville, Tennessee. From his home in Dublin, Kieran Cavanagh. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jerry. Nice to talk to you.
Same as that. You've got a huge amount of experience. You actually went, one of your rather interesting jaunts back in time was you actually went off to Nashville and Los Angeles with one ambition to actually book Johnny Cash to play in Ireland.
I did indeed, Jerry, many years ago when I was actually 28 years of age. When I look back now, I get the shivers thinking about what they must have thought of me. But I went to Nashville first, not knowing how things work then. This was around the mid-'80s. To book Johnny Cash and only Johnny Cash. I just had this wild ambition to bring him to Ireland. And of course, when I got to Nashville, they said, well, we only book America. You have to go to his manager in Los Angeles to book international, to book Ireland. And off I went to Los Angeles, got a meeting with his manager after a bit of trial and error, who turned out to be a lifelong friend of mine. And there and then on that day in Los Angeles, I did a deal to bring Johnny Cash to Ireland for 4 shows, and it was in 85, I think, yeah. And of course he came, and it was a huge success. And I brought him back, I think, 3 more tours after that before he became quite ill for touring in the mid to late 90s.
Right, no, you've also taken Willie Nelson, James Brown, Van Morrison, Chris Christopherson, Trisha Yarwood, Waylon Jennings, Chuck Berry, Don Williams, Tommy Wynette, and Ada the Colossal Opera, and numerous others. And you actually managed to sort out the legendary Jerry Lee Lewis's tax affairs in the USA.
I did. He actually arrived on my home doorstep on a Sunday back in 1996. I thought I was seeing things. Himself and his wife, they were staying round the corner from me in Joey's Hotel, and they said, Kieran, we need your help. Now, I had worked with him before, so they knew me. And we went off and had a bite of lunch, and he was in terrible turmoil with the U.S. tax authorities, and they had seized his home, his car, memorabilia, all of that. And I said to the guy, okay, I will help you. I'll roll up the sleeves, see what we can do. Found him a house in Dublin to live, and started managing him from, I think, 96 through to 98. And myself and my lawyer at the time just started negotiations with the U.S. tax authorities, and we did a deal that he would pay so much back over a 12-month period. And if he did, and I could guarantee that, they would give him his house and his cars and his ranch back, and the slate would be cleaned. And I went to Jerry and his wife and told them, this is what we have to do. You must agree with me on this and do what I ask, and I will get your tax bill cleared. And he did everything I asked for. I think it took us 18 months in the end to get everything back for him. And I continued managing him then for another 6 months until he went back to Memphis.
Excellent. It's not too many Irish managers who've actually had to do complex dealings with the IRS in the USA.
No, but actually in the end they were okay. It's just we had to stick to the letter of the agreement, and of course sometimes that was difficult to get across to Jerry Lee.
I'd imagine that.
Listen, but we did. I got his respect in the end.
Well done. Now, it's something that you've done back in 1999. You invested a huge amount of time and effort into some market research, and you came up with a blueprint to create and to bring to fruition the incredible show as it is now, Rhythm of the Dance.
I did indeed, Jerry. Yeah, we were moving across into stage shows and musicals at that time in my company. And of course, Irish dance was creating a storm across the world globally. And some promoter associates of mine in Europe were crying out for more shows. There was Riverdance at the time, and even Lord of the Dance couldn't service the global market. And so we, as you said, researched, and we came up with a blueprint to start what became Rhythm of the Dance. And we launched it in March 1999 in Sweden. And we're now touring the world 15 years later.
That's a truly incredible success.
Yes, yeah, it was, and I had no idea. I really thought when we started out in '99, I said, well, this should run for 3 years or 5 years, but I had no idea you and I'd be talking about it here today, 15 years on.
It's truly incredible. You've actually played in 59 countries.
That's correct. I mean, we have played in some strange places, Jerry, but it's amazing that sometimes you will sit in, it could be Shenzhen City in China, it could be Argentina, it could be far off Siberia, it could be Kazakhstan, we've played in Lithuania, and you sit there and say, my God, the people at home wouldn't believe this if they could see it, because the places are full, the audiences are heaving and cheering and clapping and shouting for more, and in far-flung places.
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, you've played something in the region of 4.8 million people. That's astounding, an astounding amount of people over the years.
Absolutely, yeah. Because it's sometimes through those 15 years we had 2 and 3 troops out to meet the demand. Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. Now you're doing a UK tour starting off 18th of July.
That's correct. We open in Milton Keynes for what is our most ambitious, I suppose, largest UK tour since the show started in '99. We have toured the UK before, but only on 2 occasions, and there were short tours, and it's I suppose a territory that we really, really wanted to tour for some time, but sometimes we weren't available. Sometimes there was another dance show there, and there was traffic. So the time was never right. But this year, thankfully, we have come up with what is a wonderful summer tour. We always toured in autumn or winter before, but this is a summer tour, and we're going to be visiting some of the seaside resorts as well, which I know the cast are looking forward to for sure.
Yes. Excellent. Kieran, listen, what's the details on the website? We'll bring you details of that, but details of the website to find out more details.
Yeah, all of the UK tour dates are on our website, Jerry, and that is rhythmofthedance.com. So all lowercase, rhythmofthedance.com.
Kieran, excellent. Listen, I wish you loads of success. You're a gentleman. You should definitely write a large book sometime on all the exploits throughout the years.
I've often thought about it because there's a few stories in there about, Chuck Berry and Jerry Lee and Johnny Cash as well. And maybe one day I'll get around to it, Jerry, yeah.
Excellent, in between the hectic schedule.
Exactly.
Kieran, listen, I wish you loads of success for many, many more years to come with the Rhythm of the Dance.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Thank you.
Kieran Cavanagh, thank you very, very much indeed. There was a benefit night put on by the trustees of the Pat Marr Memorial Trust. It was a great success at the Sundridge Park Golf Club on Friday the 4th of July. Now, amongst those contributing to this highly successful fundraiser was Catherine Murray. Now, Catherine bid for tickets to our featured show, Rhythm of the Dance. Hope you're listening, Catherine, at home in Kent, and that you enjoy Rhythm of the Dance in Dartford on the 28th of July. Lovely photo, by the way, of you in this week's Irish World. Catherine, a very good afternoon.